Welcome to Midjourney's prompt troubleshooting jam session. We are live on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and here on Discord to help folks answer their questions and solve their puzzles about prompting in Midjourney. So if you have a project or a prompt that you've been working on and you
You
want to
talking,
share,
Clarinet? I see your owl's mouth moving, but
oh,
you're muted.
yeah, well, that was only for the stream. I was secretly talking to the streamers only. Uh, I was saying, welcome to Midjourney's prompt troubleshooting jam session. This is an open call where we help you with your Midjourney projects and try to get answers to your prompting questions for images and videos. So if you have uh, any sort of puzzle or project that you've been working on, or a project you want to share, this is a great place to do that. We are here for 2 hours, so relax, get a drink, get comfortable. We will have demonstrations and tutorials and Q&A and everything else for the next 2 hours or so. Welcome, Mary Smith. Welcome, Bert. Wonderful World of Stuff, Reason, and Beeks. I am unmuting folks as they arrive as best I can. Reason, Mary Smith. Welcome.
Eagle, do you have a moment to unblock my queue for me? It's
Oh,
it's
I'll do it.
draft mode's blocked me like 6 times in a row now. Trying to do a lot of R40s, burn some hours off before 6 o'clock, which got 20 odd hours to burn.
You're reset. I did it while
Thank
you were
you.
talking. You're welcome.
Good.
Maniac, wonderful.
Oh yeah, but yeah, 20 hours is 20 hours, isn't it? I thought I'd do it in draft mode to see if it makes a difference, and it doesn't really. It gets just as fast. Uses about. I don't know what's going on with draft mode, but it locks me out every time I use it now. So I guess I'm not using it.
Oh, well, I think draft mode would like wouldn't would that degrade? Does that degrade the image in
That's
some
what I was
way, or
testing. That's what I was testing. I thought, something. I'm looking at it's 40 minute to do a R40 to do a random 40 SREFs. It's costing 40 minutes of my time. Yeah, in fast. So I reduced it to 0.25 and it used 41. I did it to quality 0.5 and it used 40. I thought, okay, quality is not working. Dash dash Q 0.05 isn't using half of the minutes. So it comes up as all the prompts in there, the quality. When it creates them, it's not using quality 5. So I didn't know that was a thing with V7. Wow. Is
It's
draft
supposed to be working.
Oh, right. It's definitely not. I've just run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of 40, and each one of them's cost me 40 minutes of time.
Do you
Just to give
have
a quick.
can you instead of saying it out loud, go ahead and say it in DM to me or just right here in chat and I'll use it to open a ticket?
Okay, yeah, it's okay. What did I just say?
I don't know.
Oh
It
yeah,
was X many
oh,
batches testing with
around
this, and this, and you
around
looked at the
40.
minutes for each.
Okay, so around 40 SREFs. Um, each set. That's
Bert and Biggs, you have to look busy. Look busy. Not importantly, type some things. And I'm opening the ticket and getting ready to paste.
40 mins. Does that sound?
Yeah.
That's basically what I've been doing. Yeah.
Right.
The worst thing about it was running it in draft mode. I thought, well, that's 25%, isn't it? That should be a quarter. And it crashed. It won't let me do it. don't know what's on my account now. Oh, I've gotten right down to 9 hours anyway. 9 hours 12. That's what I was going to do. Reason check the quality. So if I run 40, it's going to be quite a big batch, isn't it, to see them and have a look at them and put them against the normal quality one to 0.25 and see if I can really. It's a really different. Somebody said to me that 0.5, you can hardly tell the difference, and I can't remember. So I thought I'll just run it now. I've got time, money. I've got hours to burn, but yeah.
Mm.
Obviously, they're all looking fantastic because they're all quality one.
Okay. So that ball is rolling, and we'll see if I can get some fellow guides and such to validate that, and we'll get that reported.
I don't much care
Thanks.
about my hours. I'm just trying to use them up in the next hour. That's all. I'm kind of frugal in that sense. I'm like, yeah, I've got to use them because why just let people?
They
I'll just
don't
let
roll
them.
over. Yeah, they don't roll over.
Yeah, people go. And those people say, "Oh, I just leave it. Let Midjourney have them." I said, "Well, do we have them? What? It's
Yeah, yeah.
like it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Video's expensive.
I love your profile there, Johnny, with the very, very long-armed man saying peace.
That's what.
That's awesome. Literally got a question the second I sent my message. Working on financial reports. They don't care as long as my production is up. Gotta complete those cases. Right?
I've got to mention support. Wonderful. Looks like the queue is clear now and none in waiting to start. Okay.
Well, I cleared it a million years ago, so.
Yeah, they cleared it for me earlier, and he said there's 12 still stuck in the queue, and I was like, I can't see them. He said, well, until they're cleared, I can't clear them. I'm like, okay.
What?
He couldn't clear 12 of them; it wouldn't let him. He
Oh.
said earlier on, and it's in this support channel. He's put you still have 12 waiting to start. I can't clear that. You have to wait for them to finish or time out. We obviously timed out. Just running an R40 in normal fast mode, which I've just done now. They're running beautifully. They're just very, very fast. Oh no! I just forgot to do random. They're all the same. Bloody. Copy and paste. I just pressed the arrow button, not copy and pasted. Random SREF, so it's just doing the same SREF over and over again. 40 of them. Kill them all quickly.
Mary Smith, are you no microphone today too?
Nope, I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay. What have you been working on in Midjourney? Anything in particular?
I was trying to do an image for my watercolor group, but I'm struggling a bit on that. Let's see. Give me a minute and I'll grab a couple of images that I'm struggling with. They wanted like a clothesline with rainbow color leaves with clothespins attaching the leaves to the clothesline or to a little rope or a little wire.
Oh, I see.
I'm having trouble getting something realistic. I'm having trouble getting realistic clothespins.
Oh, yeah. Midjourney probably doesn't have a big database of what clothespins look like. See how I use the word database, Beaks, even though it's not a database.
I'll put a little
Yeah, show us. It I don't know. Maybe if we stop saying the word clothespins and start
Close.
saying just leaves hanging from a line to dry sort of thing, the archetype will help it.
Yeah.
Help it along.
And an
Mm.
OREF, I'm trying OREFs to see if I
Yeah.
can.
If Midjourney doesn't know what a clothespin is, it's unless
Closed
the
peg,
OREF
yeah.
a closed peg, unless the OREF is the entire picture of things hanging from a line. Midjourney's not going to be able to say, "Oh, this is a clothespin." It's going to try to shape the whole picture like the picture of the closed peg.
Right.
The trick there is go into the search explorer and type in closed peg, and you'll see that it knows what they are, but it doesn't know what a closed pin is.
Mhm.
So you think
Closed
it's
peg,
got it's got UK understanding and not American?
It's called closed pegs all over the world. I'm looking at Google. It's just I think you guys obviously do call them pins somewhere along the line. But, or closed grips in Australia. So there's some.
Those grips.
Yeah. soft
Well, I
grips,
mean,
closed grips.
why not, Mary Smith? You could use some other nomenclature.
Mm.
See if that has more correlations.
Huh?
It gets very confused between coat hangers and pegs. It seems when you're randomly making them, it just starts making just clothes hanger
Oh,
one, clothes peg
so
with second.
this is great, Mary Smith. This is the whole picture. So that would make a decent OREF because or it would actually make an even better image prompt.
But look at the clothespins are just kind of, the wires are.
Oh,
not
whatever.
quite-
You guys can fix that in the in implementation.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Grips, Australia has the only one that really makes sense. For the name of this device, because a pin and a peg are like, at least to me, they're things that get embedded in things. They're not clasps, and these are definitely in the clasp.
Closed peg definitely works. Oh, legal's just
Well,
said the same.
try exactly the same prompt that succeeded with this foreign word clothes peg.
Mm. We invented the closed peg. I don't think we did. But
Oh,
still.
did you?
Sure. we claim we invented everything else, so why not?
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Are you able to get differently shaped leaves, or does it always give you cloned leaves like this?
See, this is the type of leaves I'm looking for, something more like this.
Oh,
and
that's pretty.
what I'm getting is the first image. I'm getting something that looks like
Clothes,
fabric.
fabric.
Carved wooden leaves instead of
Yeah.
realistic leaves.
Well, throw your text prompt in and let's play with it.
Okay, let's see. Let me go back.
You could put the sunlight shining through the leaves, and it will give them translucency.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's
that's
right.
a real word, but I'm using it.
Translucency. You got it.
Translucency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Because that helps, I find, with ears and things as well. You get these really what I call chimpanzee ears on humans. It's a 3D curse that exists with 3D. But if you actually ask to light behind it, it will give that ear that
Oh,
pinkish
that's
look that you get.
fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at it carefully, look at any picture of a face, you'll see that they've all got the same. You can actually type in looking lips or faces into the Explorer, and you'll see tons of these women, and everyone's got big swollen lips, that little lift on each, which nobody. It's all very collagen. I call them collagen lips.
Yeah.
Monkey ear. You get it doesn't know the depth of field on jawline, so you get this really chunky swollen jaw on lots and lots of the models. You look at it and go, something's wrong, I can't work it out, and you realize there's this curvature, like a jowl almost, a swelling of the jaw, and it's like, it can't work out the depth control between the ear and the chin. And that again is a 3D curse. It's something that Steve Barrett taught me. Barrett is his name, yeah. He taught me about the curse of 3D and what they have to do to Photoshop these things and make them look real. Corrections. And now I can't unsee it. Eyelashes, eyebrows, jaws, ears. Instant go. Oh, AI, or 3D. Yeah, it's so easy now to
yeah. Let's see if
Yeah.
I can bring up an example.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you look at people's ears, man, it's crazy. Because I mean, proper chimpanzees' ears. I mean, I call them chimp ears because of the texture it gives them. But I mean, Midjourney used to hide them, of course. I say of course, people don't realise that, but in the early days of Midjourney, it would cover up the ears a lot, with hair, or it would disappear into a depth of field or something. But then it's got braver. It's been allowed more flexibility now, and now its ears are popping out everywhere, and it's great to see, but they're still not right. Ears are just as individual as eyes are, and your fingerprints. But these things have got poor buggers. They're all like, I can show you the 3D models where the ears have come from. And,
I am looking. I looked for the keyword face just to see if I can find an example of the jaw problem.
Yeah, I already saw a couple already.
Oh yeah,
I
stop
can't
me.
see very well. Yeah. You see again. Look at her jawline. Look how. But that's all. It looks like it's sort of. Yeah, it is. You see how it's rounded. Look. You see how it's dropping. It looks like a swelling look to the ear. Look where it's coming down there. That's not what a face does. But her ears aren't. They're still bad, but not. Yeah. So.
What are you saying, Des? What doesn't look natural? That looked pretty good to me. What are you saying?
Okay, what you often find is there's a swelling to the jawline. It can't work out the depth of field properly with the distance between the chin and the ears. So you get swelling. You get like a jowly look onto the jawbone, and/or cheeks. Yeah, that's interesting.
I see on that one. Yes.
And you'll start to spot it, and then if you go to the lips, instead of having a flat lip, you'll all have a little bit. That one's actually not a bad lip from what I can see. I've got right now. I'm suffering from this eye thing from my the metabolic flip thing, so I've only got about sort of 60% vision, so I can't actually see. I really can't. Yeah. Oh, it's getting better. It's getting better. I was basically 95% blind when it first started, so I'm really getting
man.
good. And I'm really happy now that I can sort of. But yeah, the more I stare at it, the more blurry it gets. But yeah, it's easy to look for. The jaw, it's like a roundedness to the jaw, and especially full frontal.
Lantern jaws. You're seeing lantern jaws. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I think with the side views, it's not always that bad because it's got a distance. It can sort of measure it a little bit. Sometimes you do get that odd elongated jaw that way, but usually it's when it's front on. You get that extra swell. You get the real rubberized ears. You get the perfect eyelashes and perfect eyebrows, which are just like uniform, and that's an AI curse as well. Often now I'm seeing in V7 a lot of, especially with the EXP thing, the eyelashes get a bit twisted and a bit interlocked and stuff, and you can see a bit of clumping up of the makeup and things. It's like, oh, I love it because that's reality. That's reality.
Oh, this is it. Look at this big
go.
lantern jaw and the monkey ears.
Yeah.
Look at the top lip. Look at the lip. How it's got that swell right there. Yeah, they've all got that.
Everyone has just bee stung.
Collagen.
Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Bee stung collagen lips.
Yeah, and then if you look at her, I actually really can't see that very well. But I think her eyebrows look quite suspicious as well. They look, if you go close to them, you can see they're perfection, and that's often the case. If you start to see the hairs crisscrossing in the eyelashes and eyebrows, that's brilliant. That's a good effort on the side of the AI. But 90% of them are almost perfect.
There it is again. A monkey ear and the lantern jaw.
I know people. Honestly, guys, now you're seeing it. You won't unsee it. You'll look at the ears and go, "What the heck is that? What's going on?"
Oh, you wouldn't even know.
Lantern jaw and the monkey ears.
Yeah, and lips are going to be there. Yeah, look at and then obviously we can go into skin texture and all that, but let's not go there. Not yet.
The ears look too high. The ears look too
Yeah.
high.
I do. It's literally depth
Wow,
of
look
field
how
without
huge this
obstacle.
woman's ear is. That's crazy.
You know, I feel bad for these women. They're just being so harshly criticized. You know, it's really what's
Oh,
inside
yeah.
that counts.
Yeah, what's inside is a
That's
vector
right.
mesh. It's
It's
a
what's
3D.
inside.
It's a 3D vector mesh. Because it's what's actually happening is that Midjourney is quite clever at putting the old versions didn't used to have, when you upscaled, what they were doing is using a depth of field map over the top, and then upscaling that, and then putting the pixels back over the top of it, weren't they? And that's why when you go to the upscales in 5 and 6, they're very sharp and very 3D. Everything all of a sudden turns, you start to lose definition, and also everything becomes 3D-ish. You can see it. The good test is to do a nuclear explosion in the desert. Do that first, have a look at that, and then what you do is go to creative upscale and a standard upscale, and all of a sudden watch the desert detail disappear, and you'll see that 3D that explosion almost becomes 3D. You can almost feel yourself rotating around it, because that's what it does. It uses that depth of field map to enlarge it, and then you lose detail. Oh, you've already done it before. Yeah, as soon as you, if you but as soon as you're going big on that and looking out, it's quite flat, but you've got lots of detail going on. But the second you creative upscale it, watch it blow out of proportion. You'll lose all that quality on the road, all that grit and grain and everything.
Did you say creative upscale?
Creative and both will do it. Both will do it. Creative
I'm
will
going to
do
do
it more
subtle
so.
because creative is designed to do it.
Okay,
creative is intentionally doing one more variation. So creative is a secret variation while it upscales to sort of smooth it out and do some other things that some people find desirable in upscaled images, whereas subtle upscale is designed to not touch it at all.
Right.
So
okay. Well, you'll see it in both.
subtle should be well, it's still going, but subtle should be at approximately the same detail or exactly the same detail pixel to pixel, as close as it can get.
What it does, it refines the lines, because it's taking a depth of field of it, taking a snapshot of that depth of field, where it's breaking up the.
Where do you have that? Where did you get that technical information?
Oh, but I used to get we got all the pictures, and we put depth of field map over the top of them, and we looked at the outlines, and then we reduced it to black and white.
I need to say, for the sake of the recording, that you are not speaking about technical information from Midjourney, but technical information from Community Explorations.
Yeah, and me and was it Mr. Barrett again? He was we were looking at it, and he was showing me how it's doing it and why it's doing it. It's his area of expertise.
So let me. I'm gonna put these two side by side so that you guys can compare.
You know, the creative upscale is just a more aggressive version of the standard. That's all it is. But then all it does, it makes all the edges of the same edges that it does in the subtle. It just makes them super defined, and it highlights them, so it gives it that rounded feeling. And
that's also not technical information. I wish you would qualify it a little bit, because what Midjourney says about creative is that it is designed to be sort of a buttery smooth upscale. It intentionally smooths and defines, whereas subtle upscale is designed to do nothing, as little as possible.
Yeah, I would agree with that on 6.0, because often what I'll do is 6.1 makes better photography style, and as 7 does as well, better photography sort of stuff. But what I upscale in 6.0, because it's less aggressive, the creative is. The creative in 6.1 is hugely abusive. It just really, in my tests, we were doing it before, weren't we, Reason, with, wasn't it with construction workers we were doing it with, I believe. And we were testing the 6.1 and 6. Yeah, I think we spent about 6 hours doing it live at one stage, and it was incredible, the differences. But it was again something Steve pointed out to me. He said, "Go and look at the upscaler on 6. It's a lot more gentle on the creative side of things, and it was. And it's like, oh my goodness, it doesn't destroy the skin so much as the creative one in 6.1. It was quite an eye opener to do it all. Yeah, but yeah. This is me talking about back when 6.1 was released, and we were testing the upscalers and what they were doing to the imagery.
I'm trying to decide which of these two is like I'm looking at the road, and yeah, one of them is, well, no, that's the same. Okay, let me look at the stones on the left.
I know.
Are
I'm
there
not seeing
fewer?
difference.
Look at the stones on the left. I think there are fewer stones on the upscale. Yeah, for sure. It's easy to see. There's a little rise of dirt on the left with some stones on it. And if you focus on that and then open the other one, you'll see that one of them has that left-hand side has more detritus and stones and pebbles, and one of them doesn't. Also the Midjourney got really confused about these about the pattern of the electrical poles. In the upscale, the electrical poles are kind of everywhere all the time across the entire background, and in the original, it's more organized. At least to my eye. So yeah, the upscales, Midjourney's not famous for its upscales, that's for sure.
Huh.
Oh yeah, can you not see the difference, the sharpness of the hilltops compared in the upscale than you can in the original? The original one is got it's got almost a blurred line. It's sort of it's flat. It's got no oomph, no 3D-ness to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hugely big different actually.
Yeah, the mountains really show it.
Yeah,
the mountains is showing like how they're blurring into the thing. This one's giving all of a sudden like you can see the levels. It's gone right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I say there's 6 depths of field in there. If you put a depth field map over that, I reckon there's 5 or 6 there. And you can just, and that's with my eyes the way they are now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. Yeah, but I can see 5 separations between the focuses that it's working on. And
which do you like better? Do you like the upscale or do you like the original?
Absolutely, the upscale, and that in the subtle, because subtle's really beautiful in 6.1 upscaler, because that's what it's using in 7 of course at the moment, isn't it? And that's on Let's
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know I don't remember anymore whether they updated it or not. I can find out real quick.
Yeah, that'd be good, because I mean, as far as because I've not tested the 7 upscaler if there is one. I always know that when you go to the editor, most certainly it's using 6.1 for most of its patterns, because 7 didn't work a lot in a lot of the editing things, did it? So,
okay.
But yeah,
let's see.
But yeah, if you ever do the creative of that one, you'll see that what we're seeing now, if anybody else isn't seeing it, between the blur and the sharpness, the creative will come super uber sharp. It really, subtle and smooth is not what it does. You can see the mountaintops will have like an edging to them all of a sudden, and it almost leaps out at you. You could feel yourself walking over them almost, because it's giving you that depth, so you can feel the ripples in it almost. It's kind of clever, but it's over the top. You know, the reality of it is, my goodness, the eyes don't see that.
I'm just getting feedback back about your quality being not operational.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, because that definitely didn't. Yeah, tell them they owe me 16 hours. They don't really want. I just don't care. He says, as he's got 20 minutes to run off 9 hours. Quick.
They are noticing that the queue is being stripped. They're not sure whether it's being stripped in an operational way or whether it's just like, oops, we forgot to display it back to you.
Okay.
Because it could be display layer issue. It could be a display layer issue where it's working just fine, but well,
it's charging me the full amount of money.
Right, and so I'm asking them now. Okay, yes, you are observing that the quality, but that's not what I'm asking you guys. What I'm asking is, shouldn't I be charged fewer minutes if I run in lower quality.
Yeah, that was literally the test. I thought, how much does it
Right.
actually cost running? And then I thought I'll do it in draft mode because that will be 25%, 0.25, isn't it? Draft mode, I believe, right? Or is it 0.5?
5.5.
Okay, so it's half the price then. I thought it was 4 times faster than relaxed. I thought, not relaxed, to fast mode. But that's
I
just
don't know. I don't know
okay.
whether the whether the 0.5. I mean, I don't know if it's a 1-to-1 relationship. Like it could be that 0.25 is faster than 4 times, and 0.5 is 4 times, and you know what I mean? Like it might
Yeah,
not
yeah.
map
Turbo
exactly.
might be 4 times faster than fast, but
No,
not
it's 7 times faster. Turbo is.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was told. I've got it
All
written
right.
down here. So I've got turbo times 7. It's
Nice.
apparently up to 7 times as fast as fast mode.
Sweet.
It's like, wow, that's amazing. And it has more time to look at the prompt as well because it has so much time within the turbo generator. I don't know how to describe how to explain it. I get confused, but I do know how it works in my head. I go, oh right, I get it. Because didn't we have this conversation before, Clarinet, about the turbo should be technically a better. It spends more time looking at the prompt, but it actually takes a lot less time. But it's because it's a more powerful processor or GPU, whatever. It's having more time to actually look at it.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, hold on. I've got divided attention now because I've got the
I'm
person
sorry.
in front of me. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder about that. Whether turbo can affect the quality, because I always thought it didn't, and that it's
It
only
does not.
mediated- right.
It officially it does
parameters.
not. The community may make observations otherwise, but officially, turbo is just the speed of the line you wait in before you. But Wonderful World of Stuff and some community members have said no, it must be different than just the speed of the line you wait in, because if I run something, if I manage to get the same seed or whatever, then I could observe such and such differences. So it's either the GPUs or the flavor of turbo is somehow different, and I'm just in some non-technical way that I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I need to talk to the person that told me. They're high up, by the way, who told me, who
So,
said it about it. And I need to ask them and say, is this public? You've told me, is this actually a reality? Because I was told that basically turbo it will spend more time looking at the prompt, a little bit extra. So it's nothing to do. It's not just the queuing, but I will double confirm with that person because maybe but they all know not to tell me. Don't tell me anything important because I can't be trusted.
Right,
I can't remember.
same. I can't be trusted either. I mean, that's my job, is to not be trusted. So it's in order
true,
to be deeply embedded in the community, I can't be told certain things. It makes me crazy. But occasionally, if I ask the right question, they're like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "All right, well, that's apparently something I can share." So
and David will say things every now and then, and I'm like,
I know.
I have notes mania with that what that man said, because little tiny, I class them as Easter eggs, but then it's about reading between the lines sometimes. When you're looking at something he said 4 months ago to what he said on the last Wednesday, it's like, right, okay, you said this before, but now you're saying that, and it's like, okay, I realise what, and you again read between the lines.
Forensic Midjourney.
Yeah. I love the conspiracy of it all,
Oh yes, it's delicious. Okay, so I've been told they are officially looking into this quality thing.
Lovely.
It
so
is.
they're aware
it
that
is.
it's actually charging people more.
Well, they weren't, but you can take credit now for having spotted that, and
So they're going to refund. They're going to be refunding hours.
No, that's very unlikely.
But if you ask nicely,
they may do something like release a new survey or something that awards fast hours. Like If you
Yeah.
need more fast hours, do this. But
Yeah.
I don't know how widespread it is. I don't know if it was like just the past 72 hours quality bonked out, because --q is like a little app that runs, right? So it's
Yeah.
possible that thread in the mix just glitched out, and it was only been for the past 72 hours, and it was working before that, and it's going to be working after that. So they're looking into it. I have no idea where this is gonna go, but you heard it here on Midjourney's live events that the community which embodied by Wonderful World of Stuff is all over it. Okay.
Conspiracy. Yeah. We're being overcharged. We're being oppressed. Get my placards out.
Yeah, Biggs, thanks for putting that in chat. That's kind of where I was going with that. Is that I don't know what the math is supposed to be. It might not be as straightforward as we think for some of this.
Yeah. I mean, I think Johnny did some maths with this as well not long back, didn't we? We were doing some bits and bobs working out the cost of imagery and so forth within these different levels. But I also did it I've done it at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I've also done it at 9 o'clock at night, and it's the same price. You get basically in fast, you'll get 40 quads, 40 quads for 40 minutes usage. That's the average, 39 to 40. So it's not bad, is it?
No, that's amazing. That's very competitive.
Absolutely. And when you add it up, because I throw in a lot of relaxed, man, the amount of images I make in a month is insane. The cost is pennies.
So tell me this, Wendy. What can you characterize the difference in images made with turbo and not with turbo, or is it just they are different, but not in any particular way? Just
they are the seed. Yeah, there's a seed. I tried doing the seed thing. It doesn't work with them. Does it very well with turbo? Because I think it's because it's 2 different servers, and so the seeds don't pass along or something. What was it we were trying? I can't remember my tests, and I can't see to go through them. We did see a difference. We saw it. It was like it was more coherent. It was like I felt it had a better understanding, but it was just not worth. It wasn't worth the cost. We were looking, going, it's kind of, it can be like bitty with it and go, but is it worth the extra? Because the cost is silly. It is 3 times as more expensive than fast, isn't it? Something. And we worked out. So we actually did the measurements. Worked how much it was costing per one and stuff. Absolutely not worth it. Absolutely, for that little bit of coherence extra, no. It was extraordinarily expensive all of a sudden.
I just stay in turbo because I'm teaching classes and I've got to have it.
Of course,
gotta have it. Yeah. But let's see. So this was made with turbo. This row here. There's some seed drift here. This was made with fast, and you can see that it's not pixel per pixel the same. And this was made with relax. And it's still being made with relax.
But do it in draft mode. Yeah, do it in draft mode. It'll take 3 days. This is insane.
Q must be offline. That must
be
some weird. But let's see. These are, but that's interesting. In this one, the fast one, it has a lot. It has done more, and this, well, it depends on your opinion of what is more and what is less.
Yeah, when you put them next to each other and study them properly, you see that there's that little extra something, especially when you're trying to get coherence. So it does this quite perfectly. There's no real issue with what we're asking for here. What I found when we were doing stuff like parks and little alleyways and stuff, more detail, more this, it was it seemed to get. I was getting more litter and little bits of like oddities happening in the turbo that we weren't getting in the fast. This was.
Oh, I see. Because turbo has the efficiency. It can spend more time iterating.
It does. It definitely does. I mean, I was so happy when I saw a piece of litter in
Oh,
a
look at
hedgerow
this.
once. I
These
was
are very similar, though.
very,
Relax
I
and
can't,
fast are very similar.
very small though. Oh yes, yeah, practically this. I really wonder if they are on the
Practically the
same
same.
server base sometimes. Yeah, yeah. They seem to be sharing the same seed as well. Fast and relaxed don't seem to drift so much. They do every now and then, but very rarely. But turbo, all over the place. It can go. But as I said, I can't remember whether I must save that picture really somewhere I can just grab it. It was just I loved it. The day I saw a bit of chewing gum on a pavement and a Coke can in a hedgerow, I was just like, oh yes, thank you, because that's reality. Reality. They're not perfect hedgerows and perfectly clean streets and perfectly tarmacked everything. There was starts to show little patchwork in the pavements and the roads now, and oh, so lovely to see because it's getting better. And then turbo, you see more refinement there in that than but again, is it worth it? Oof, not for the cost. Not for the cost. It is so much more expensive. Is it 6 times more expensive? I want to say in my head. I can't. Again, I can't get to my books to where I've got all this written down and I worked out all the math. When I do, I'll rerun the tests again, see if because things get cheaper all the time with Midjourney, and it's not always, we're not always told. I think things get changed to servers, and then it becomes faster and cheaper.
Could be. I'm asking.
Mm. But yeah, guys, everything I'm saying
Different servers is the same thing as saying different seeds.
right. That's what I thought. Yeah.
So I'm just asking right now, look, is what we're seeing just seed drift of some kind? Like the GPUs for this year that are running servers running turbo have just due to just see this a little bit different, or is it like actually different quality? Like is it actually is the algorithm different? Or
Yeah.
is it more time, or is it, is there anything else going on? That's what I'm inquiring.
Yeah. Hopefully they tell you the truth.
Hopefully they
Not-
won't just lie through their teeth right here
Well, 'cause
on
look-
live TV.
Well, I often find they just either lie through the teeth or they'll say, I cannot confirm or deny. It's like, oh, come on, just say fucking yes.
Yeah.
Because when they say I
Yeah.
can't confirm or deny it, it's a yes. But they're going, I can't. That's the code. So, guys, if you ever hear that, it just means yes. Or it means
Or it could mean no. It depends on
Yes.
it
Judge
could
is
mean
telling you.
no. It could mean no. Well, no, I mean, like, let's say if you said, will we be getting a V8 soon? And they say I can neither confirm nor deny, then
Yeah.
that means no. It doesn't mean yes.
Yeah.
Because if it's good news, they tell you.
I like it when I sort of come up with a theory and say something. I go, kind of, but no. I'm like, but kind of. Right, I'm onto it. I'm onto something.
Kind of, but no is such an ancient chaos signature.
It is
thing to
exactly
say.
what he said. It's definitely him, yeah, that says that. Yeah. All the others say confirm or deny, or just give it. Sometimes it's a blank no, and I like that because I just go, okay, I'm not even warm then. Walk away. Go. Spend 6 hours experimenting on something, and then to realise that they go, no, not at all. It's like, really? Oh, bugger. Right. Conspiracy X crossed off. Yeah. But, yeah, I want my eyesight back. I really need it back.
Is it optic neuritis?
It's through I had a metabolic flip. Long story short is the glucose thing you pushed onto my eyeballs and damaged all my retina. At the
I
back.
know exactly what you're talking about.
So it's called I always call it kleptomaniac-ish or something. I can't remember the word. I'm dyslexic. It come with a big long word, hyper something dosy, blah blah blah, and it flipped me completely. My pancreas closed down. I'm now on insulin. All sorts of things are happening. But yeah,
all right, I'm doubling down then. I got the answer back.
Okay.
I'm doubling down that Turbo is not doing anything different qualitatively. It is not giving it more time. It is not doing anything. It is not a different algorithm. It is not affecting. If there are observational differences, it's just because of what's essentially different seed banks and maybe microscopic differences in efficiency depending on which bank of GPUs you hit. but it's not that when you use Turbo, you're getting a better --Q or that you're getting a better algorithm or a different algorithm or something. No, they don't got no time for that. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. And, you know, but it might be different seeds.
Which could be affecting seeds. Would that?
It's not, but it's not. Turbo is not. Turbo is not a more efficient algorithm.
It doesn't spend any more time looking at the prompt than any of the rest.
It doesn't, right?
Answers, right?
Right.
I've got a DM. No, I haven't, but I'm not going to say I haven't. But I'm messaging that person and going, you know what you said? Just, I'm probably not going to get it back in DM. It's they're going to come through back to me verbally and go, I'm not writing anything to you ever again. Yeah, we'll see. Again, it can be, what's it called, that bias, where your brain thinks it
confirmation bias.
Yeah, it happens a lot. A lot of
it
people
happens to me. It happens to me every day. Every day, I have to go ask a dev, or the equivalent of a dev. Can someone remind me? That's how I open those questions. Can someone remind me if this is really the truth? So. Oh, Himbo found this line. Remember that turbo mode is experimental, so its availability and cost might change any time. I didn't remember that. Good find. Oh my goodness. Sorry, you guys. Excuse me. I need coffee. You have joined Midjourney's prompt troubleshooting jam session. We have been discussing all kinds of crazy things today. And if you have a project or prompt that you've been working on, please let us know in chat. We gave you some ideas, Mary Smith, for your leaf prompt. Were you able, while we were talking, to explore any of those, and did anything work out for you?
No, I didn't go any further with it. I'm actually sitting here eating a little breakfast this morning.
Oh, lovely. Okay, please enjoy.
I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah. One can argue knowledge, but Biggs, it is way too early in the morning for that. Oh, wow. Okay. But I'd love to talk about that further at a later time. I did. What were you going to say about this, Ashraf? I'm sorry, I spoke right over you.
No, it's okay. I sort of blocked into you at the same time. No, I've not seen an SRF where it's like overlaying an object almost. I'm interested. It just caught my eye as something different. I've never seen anything like this where it's creating shapes and then it's creating a. I used to do this kind of thing in Photoshop all the time.
Cool.
I thought that's different. It's hard to find different these days, I find, with all this SRF, millions and millions of SRFs. And then that one just caught my eye and thought, that is different. That's unusual. I need to play with that, see what I can do with it.
I just read a paper. I know we're not in PromptCraft Live, so I can't get into it because it's the wrong event. But I just read a paper where people the researchers are really troubled by diffusion. Because no matter how fancy you make diffusion, it is still essentially by its nature unable to innovate or create anything. Like they're going to have to do a lot of work to use diffusion as the technology that can create new things easily. And I just thought that was fascinating because we struggle all day long with that here at Midjourney. The fact that hopefully the vision that you have for your image is something that is modeled in the training set, because if it isn't modeled, then the diffusion doesn't know what to do. It doesn't have any other skill except to mix models, to mix things that it has seen modeled before. And it's not that it's copying, It's not that it's plagiarizing. It genuinely isn't, because it's remixing like on the pixel scale, right? So it's not. It can't. Even if it wanted to, it's going to struggle to reproduce a picture verbatim. I mean, without help from tons of outside references and so on. But you're not going to be able to ask a diffusion model to reproduce an image from its training set. It can't. It is not capable of doing that, because no matter how well you describe the image in its training set, it will always use all 4 billion images to answer your prompt.
Extraordinary, really, isn't it?
So yeah, it's extraordinary. But at the same time, it means that you can't do completely novel things with diffusion unless people, the researchers are saying, unless you put a whole other architecture, in front of it. So, or so that the architecture is asking diffusion to make pieces, and then is using some other method to bring those pieces together into something novel. And it's just a huge problem. People really want to break the archetypes. They really want to be able to just say, put a miniature version of the Titanic on top of this man's hat, and then put the man on the back of a sea turtle, and then put the whole thing in space or whatever. Like, I don't know. That was actually probably quite doable, what I just said, but that craving for that artists have, that everyone has, to just be able to arbitrarily have a vision, because diffusion really struggles with that. And I thought that was fascinating, that's the kind of conversation we should have amongst ourselves, is also being had at all levels, by everyone. Oh, wow. When I did the nuclear explosion in the desert, it put this strange...
Oh, look at that. It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like a bowl with a city in it.
Like an inner world sort of thing. I think could do some really good things with this. I wonder what Q4 would look like as well. Go for real. Give it that extra. See, Q4 does give extra time, doesn't it? And that's. Do you find you get extra sharpness out of Q4? What do you feel the difference there? What do you think of the quality 4? Is it quality? Yeah, quality. Quality 4 still exists, doesn't it, in 7?
Oh, Clarinet's just ignoring you.
Sorry,
Yeah,
quality 4 does exist in 7.
It does, yeah.
It does.
Ooh.
Oh, that one's great. Look at the
wow.
blue. Strange.
Yeah. You got some EXP in there or something?
Say again?
I said, have you got some EXP? I can't see the prompt. You see my eyes.
No. This is just the stuff you put in chat.
All right, cool. Yeah.
But I'll add EXP just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Max EXP.
Max that little bit of I found I started to use EXP 2025 and everything. I do now, just to keep, so it doesn't.
Thank you. That
everything.
does help. We do have more information about Q. In case this helps, in V7 there is no Q value lower than 1. Lower values will be converted up to 1.
Right. Didn't know that.
There is no Q shortcut to draft. So dash Q.5 cannot is not possible.
In draft.
Although it doesn't error.
Oh, but I can't run draft in R40 then. I can't run 40 random SREFs in draft then, because it just crashes. Is that what they're saying? So I'm not putting Q 0.5 in draft mode, because that would be silly.
They're saying that if you put --Q with a value lower than 1, it shall be rounded up to 1. So if you're trying to test the difference between --draft and and dash Q 0.5 because they're equivalent, you can't test the equivalency because your 0.5 will be rounded up to 1.
Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, my what I was doing is seeing the cost effectiveness of it. Is it cheaper to run it at what cost to quality? So I was running that old test while I had hours to burn. So obviously I can't run that test because it's not valid anymore, right? But I can still run the draft test, but it won't let me. It blocks the queue when I try to do it. But that could be just a glitch right now. I'm not doing it again because I've got 30 minutes to burn these 6 hours.
Okay, very good. So, all right. So we've got confirmation about your the proposal that turbo is a different efficiency. It is not. And the proposal that quality is not operational, it's charging you the same amount for all of these values. That is, you're right that it's not operational. That's as designed. The reason why they all came at spending the same amount of minutes is that it was rounding up to the same quality value. The only way to get, the only way to see Midjourney running below quality 1 is to use dash draft. All other expressions of the quality value are rounded up to 1, but you can go higher.
Right.
I hope that was clear.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
it is now.
clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to burn the hours anyway, either. So it was just a good test to do some testing while I was at it. And run a draft mode now, because if I run draft mode in an R40, I'm sure it's crashed the last 4 times I've tried it. So
okay. And apparently we had this very discussion back on May the 2nd, 2025. I have notes to myself answering the very question that we just asked from May. So you and me are the worst. You and me are the worst at circling back to figure out the same things we already figured out.
Oh, it's wonderful. Likes to repeat himself. So.
Wonderful likes to repeat himself. EXP did amazing things to this explosion.
Does it help that he can't remember that he's doing it?
Luckily, my job is to repeat myself several times a week, so you guys never notice the same problem. Legal Beagle says, Clarinet, speaking of things we already talked about, please tell me about commas. Genuine question from people who are not at the other event. You are asking about Midjourney's relationship to punctuation? Okay. So Midjourney's relationship to punctuation, the question usually is, should I use punctuation in my prompts? And the answer is, by and large, yes. And it's not because Midjourney is an LLM like ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or something. It's not understanding what you've said, but it is doing pattern matching, more or less. So it's looking at the tokens and it's looking for correlations to pixel placement rules, if you will, which they're called embeddings technically. But anyway, it's looking for you've given me this string, this token. How do I put pixels down for you based on this string? Well, if you're not using punctuation, then the way that string matches, the way that token matches, might be different than if you do. So sometimes that means you want to punctuate and you'll be like, oh, wow, if I punctuated, it works great. And other times you might say like, well, I used a semicolon and the semicolon is not commonly used by people. So it didn't help you. Maybe you noticed that it didn't help. By and large, there are places where it matters and there are places where it won't. But just my demonstration is always a panda eating his bamboo. A panda eats his bamboo. So if I say a panda eats shoots and leaves versus a panda eats shoots and leaves with a comma, this panda is eating bamboo. This panda has an AK-47 rifle. So I don't know what kind of rifle it is. It has a gun. And that's because a panda eats, shoots, and leaves is grammatically different. The punctuation changes the meaning. And that, eats, comma, shoots, comma, and leaves, these tokens then correlate differently. So it's not that Midjourney is an LLM. It's that Midjourney is all about the patterns. And we can influence how well it spots patterns and so on. Another fun way to test this is like a poster says, hello world versus a poster says, hello world. Right? If you interrupt hello world with with noise, you get hell old world. So it's not that the punctuation doesn't do anything. So that's basically, I mean, what rule can you make from that, right? Like, I mean, do you want to say, well, I should always use punctuation, or, well, I guess I should never use punctuation. It really just helps to realize why Midjourney is doing why it's doing it. And then it might change how you troubleshoot or explore prompts that aren't doing what you think they should. You might realize, maybe I should add punctuation, or maybe this punctuation is disruptive. But there's no rule about whether you should or shouldn't use it, across the board. Done. That's my spiel on punctuation. How did I do, Beegs? Did that help? Oh yeah, Bert reminds me to talk about the period. We are fascinated by the fact that of all the punctuation you could use, the period, the dot, the full stop is really very functional at breaking up ideas. So if you say, I don't have a ready example for this. If you say, let's see, a man, a plan. Well, how is this going? A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. Right? A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. Versus a man, a plan, a canal, Panama. I don't know if this is going to be a good example of this. It's just a phrase that came to mind right away. No, it's not sufficiently different. there are times where using the period is like, for people who remember using weights. Are there people here who remember using colon weights?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you remember
Yeah.
how you could say like a dog, and then you could say a parrot, and it would blend them, right?
Yeah.
So if I do that, a dog, a parrot, well, let's just do dog, parrot, dog, parrot, dog, parrot. Okay, so a dog parrot blended them. Dog, period, parrot, no blending, not in any of them, right? It separated it. And yeah, and there, this is with a comma, and this is with a period. Look at how with a period, it's extremely consistent how they're separated. With a comma, not so much. With no punctuation between them, or just a period at the end, I should say, it became very imaginative. So it reminds me so much of using weights. When I first discovered this, when Collect and I were first playing with this, we were like, can we use a period the same way? Can we use can we do what we used to do with weights using periods?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
How about dog equals parrot?
Dog equals parrot. That's fun.
Dog
With
smaller than parrot.
dog
Greater than.
equal parrot, dog less than parrot.
Oh yes, less than is what I meant. Yeah.
Times infinity.
Dog
Come on.
greater than or equal to parrot.
Okay, we got a dog parrot.
Well, sort of. What is going on there? What? That's just
Oh,
like
that's
a
weird.
terrible Island of Dr. Moreau mistake. That's just a parrot. I don't know what happened here. A very fine gentleman indeed. Well, the thing is that even if you test all of these different things, what you're finding out is if they are commonly used the way you've used them, then it's going to help with the pattern matching. If they're uncommon, then it's going to act as separating noise. So if I say, a man at the moon versus a man greater than moon, I'm not seed locking. Let's see, dog at calm. Dog greater than calm. So at calm, very funny, Beaks. At calm is quite a common actually it isn't. It would be something.com. Darn it. I thought it was such a great test and it's not. Okay, this test is awful. This test is awful. These were fun. Well, it just goes to show that I need to have ready tests for this punctuation thing to demonstrate the way I have my dog parrot and my panda. Big says, use commas when people would naturally use commas to better match with information in the training set. Yeah. The same reason you use spaces instead of cramming everything together. Yes. Alternative punctuation may help pattern matching if you use the alternative punctuation in a way that is familiar to it exists and is modeled in the training set. May just be interesting separator noise. You can separate things. You know, you can say let's see, a man in the style of Van Gogh. Let's see, excuse me, a man painted in the style of Van Gogh. Does it look like Van Gogh? It does. Oh, look, this is a painted man. Well, that's a terrible example. Versus a man, well, I was going to say is just like, it's Van Gogh, right? Like, except that I use the word painted. So it's not going to be a great test. But, oh, and I put a D next to Van Gogh.
The Van Gogh.
The Van Gogh, yes.
The Van Gogh Unchained.
Well, okay, so this is a terrible test too. Boy, I'm so glad that this is being broadcast for posterity. All I'm trying to say is there are many phrases we use that separate things like in the style of, very commonly is just benign noise that's separating things. In the style of does not have any, it contains the word style, that might help, but otherwise it's not so much different than any like a bunch of spaces or underscores or some other phrase or whatever, because often when a token is far enough away from another token in the string, that's sufficient to create separation of concepts, provided that the separation isn't itself changing the matching and the meaning. So that means this is just, I don't know, let me try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, parrot, seed. Dog, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, parrot, seed. Oh, of course I can't use dashes. I'm on a roll today, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There you go. So you see what made it happen, what made this image the way it is the presence of these two tokens, less the benign noise. There's some seed drift here because I took so long to type this in, but you can see these are almost pixel perfect. A dog, bang, a parrot, a dog. Oh, I see. A dog is not a parrot versus a dog minus a parrot. Rainbow. Oh, these are looking good. Look at that. Those are some mighty strange clothes pegs. The ones on the tree.
You put the light shining behind them, Mary. Did that work for you?
Yes, I really like that. I like how transparent the leaves are on the one on the tree. I think the class will like that to paint. I'm trying to come up with an image for the watercolor class to paint.
Right. Yeah, that same trick will work with as I say, works with ears. I know it sounds a weird thing to put light behind somebody, but what I've been doing then, once I've got the light behind them on a portrait, is then I will cut the person out and then reuse them again, and it's all there. So I've not got any bright lights shining around the sides or shadows. I'm taking them away and then putting them back in the picture again. So
say that again. I don't understand.
using the same trick, using light behind the leaves, you can use that behind a person, so it gives their ears more realistic see-throughness, like that that translucency we were talking about.
Yeah.
The same thing you do in the leaves, you can do it with a person, and by doing that. But then what I do is I cut the person out. You know, I use a remover, and then just have the person back into scene again, and their ears. That character then has translucent ears all the time.
Huh.
It's clever because the OREF will pick up the ears are always like that then.
I wonder if that would help with depth of field.
Don't know. I haven't tested that far, but
Yeah.
I like your thinking.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to play with that.
Yeah, I'm writing it down. I haven't got the eyesight to do it properly right now, but yeah. It's,
For whatever
Himbo,
reason. Oh, go ahead. Mhm.
Himbo, let's see your prompt that you used for this.
Portrait, comma, halo light. That's the prompt. Look at the translucent ears.
Yes.
yeah, good trick, right? Good trick.
And the hair.
Yeah, I only started doing it just before, about 3 days before I went in hospital. So I thought, oh, I've got to tell people about this. It's so cool because it's a big thing, the ear thing. It really is, if you understand the biology. And
Subsurface scatter.
Top surface
I think that's
scatter.
what it's called, right? Subsurface. That's where like the inner like of the skin, like you can kind of almost translucent.
lovely.
So
Is it working well?
test that a little bit.
Yeah. What Reason's talking about, guys, is he's doing like Actually, tell us what you're doing from in your own words.
Well, I mean, I'm just working on an app that basically kind of helps people who don't have a lot, maybe aren't as creative as some people with that, prompting. Basically, you can assemble like a cast of characters, either by uploading images, and it will like scan their image and load it into the system. You can like basically use those images of those characters in your prompts, and it will reference those images and use them as character references, and also with the clothing and
it makes a separate wardrobe, doesn't it? It's brilliant idea. Scans the clothing, makes a little character sheet for them, doesn't it? And it's absolutely genius, really clever. And you can use that clothing on other characters as well if you wish later on. So it's so good. I was so excited by seeing the progress of it. And for me, it was like I got my Midjourney zombies out there, put a guy in there, and then start to make family. Made him a sister and a granddad and a grandma, and it replicates the whole style and everything to its ability, and it was really good, really consistent and exciting for early days of an app. Very good for character creation.
Yeah, thank you. Happy with how it's been coming out.
It's what a lot of artists and a lot of people like myself and people. It's not just people that aren't creative as well. It's so intuitive. It's so great to use as well. I mean, sure, it's early days, but for 3-4 days now, it's been something you've been using. It's really leaps and bounds, and I think it's going to change. You saw Steve. Steve's been doing this for 35 years, and he saw great value in what you were doing, and can't wait to for it to stabilize and him to introduce people to it. So it's that's somebody who's serious about what he does, and he's really excited about what you've made. So that's a big thumbs up.
Yeah.
Forget
He was
me.
very complimentary.
Yes, I was going to say, what a compliment.
Yeah. It's like, when will it be ready? Hurry up.
I've been working on quite a bit lately, and I've added some other features with basically a comic book creator, a trading card. It's all kind of in one section where you can build out like a trading card, and it gives you different options for styles and borders and styles of trading cards. Also what else? So children's book builder, illustrated book, magazine cover, book cover, creator. Kind of something like it's also something similar to the patchwork, but you can like connect cards, so bits of text and images, and connect them, and they'll reference each other. And then you can, based on connected cards, create either a bit of text on that information or an image.
Yeah. Exciting. Really is.
Okay,
Clarinet's
so
back, I think she said.
yeah, I'm back. Legal Beagle's pointing out 2 vital questions from the community that occurred while I stepped away to deal with what was happening outside my front door there. What do the ears of Vincent van Gogh look like when light shines behind them? And Tupac and Biggie playing patty cake. I think that's a call for the community to step up and explore characters playing patty cake. Perhaps Vincent van Gogh lit from behind whilst playing patty cake is exactly what needs to happen next.
Yeah. I had to do a double high five to make it do the patty cake. That was a problem from way back in V5 to make people slap hands. And so by giving high fives, 2 double high five, it did look like they were doing patty cake. Because it didn't back then do patty cake.
Wait, we can do it now?
Well, no, I used to tell it to do high fives, and so two children in the playground give me high fives, then do a double high five. And so they look like
doing a double high five.
Yeah, that was V5 when we had that. haven't tried it in
Two
B7.
children playing patty cake. I didn't know it was Paddy. I always thought it was patty.
It is patty
Patty.
because you're patting. It is patty cake.
That's
yeah.
okay.
'Cause you're
Well,
patting. Yeah.
playing
The double
patty
high
cake.
five is not using both their hands. Oh, and patty cake, they're making like mud pies.
Well, that's because I said patty, like rice patty.
Oh.
Oh, but if I said
instead of
patty
patty,
cake, oh look, these are great styles. What? I love it.
I
It's
do
nothing.
too. They're
It has
50s.
Yeah,
50s.
nothing to do with what I asked for, but it's awesome. What a great style this is.
I like it too.
Yeah, it's definitely pat a cake with the dashes. We were trying to. Patty cake is an Irish cake. Very good, legal. Yeah. Can confirm, deny that's true.
Doesn't that look good? Here, I'll put the URLs in here so you can use them as style references if you want to.
Good. Yes, I'm going to try that.
Use as a style reference in this one. And this is so classic too. What a strange. Vincent van Gogh lit from behind doing patty cake. I would go to that party. I would go to that party and I would listen to that DJ.
Yeah. Van Gogh, I'm all ears. Where's the party? Tell me.
You're all ears because that's all you got left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Zenaida, how you doing? Jetters, are you cold?
Yeah.
Oh, I noticed that if I put my head down, my owl breaks for a moment.
Yeah,
there.
when you lean forward as well. Oh, when you lean forward, you were looking at the screen. You could tell you were literally pulling your head forward towards it because your owl started to lean forward. It was really funny. You were like going, I can just see a little difference in the mountains, and it was right forward. Now it's going to sort of touch the bottom of the screen. So how close are you to the screen? How blind are you? I'm sorry for joining late. I'm with this 333. Oh, it's hard.
That's not less than 333. That's a big heart.
I said, right.
This is Midjourney's prompt troubleshooting jam session, and we are heavy on the jam session today and light on the prompt troubleshooting. It's been a lot of fun. We have about half an hour before the event closes. So if you have a prompt question or puzzle, please let us know. Some of us, I have a hard stop myself because I have another meeting just after this. But I am here for it. If anyone has any questions, I wanted to try your two children doing a double high five in version 5.
Yes.
Whoops.
I don't remember the exact prompt, but that was the essence of
That
getting
sort
them
of
to do
thing.
It. Yeah.
You want both hands, right? I don't think the double
correct,
is working.
yeah.
Like maybe you might have to make reference to 2 hands.
No, but look in version 5. Oh no, in version 5 it didn't do it either.
I think I had to put low or something as well because they were going high in the air all the time, and I wanted them to go chest height.
Oh.
So
a high 5 and a low 5 at the same time.
I used the center, left and right thing, and then middle. So trying to get those words in there because 5 we had to separate it, didn't we, into 3 sections of where you'd have them standing, and had them one stage so close together that they were sort of almost side by side, slapping each other's hands. Like, oh, you can see it there, the top happening. Look, that's what kept happening to me. But they kept so I had to put them either left and right and instruct it to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then having them high-fiving the center in the dead center. And
have we able to do a flag at half mast on a flagpole yet?
Hmm.
That's an interesting one. Half mast. One of the things that I will talk about, in case you guys haven't tried it yet, use the old versions to produce styles for your for 7. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
I
go
love-
back and look at some earlier
Yeah.
images that you
Well,
created.
Well, not even that you created, but just like if you want an original look that doesn't look so very V7, if you mix in, if you take your prompt and do it with older versions, you're going to get different composition, different mistakes for sure, different color palette, different
Yeah.
all kinds of things different
Mhm.
because the default style is different, and the
Yes.
ability of the model to even give you what your prompt asks for is different, and so it often produces very original styles that you couldn't really ask for on purpose. Like this is very Dick and Jane sort of look. And then I can use this as a style reference. This is from version 5. I can use this as a style reference in 7 and, get 2 children high five. And start getting a little bit of that original look. What feels original to us now, because we're not so used to seeing when we were seeing version 5 all the time, we were sick and tired of this. But now it's quite refreshing. It's a nice surprising way to use older versions. Bye, Biggs.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If you type in your prompt, your stylize, your variety, which is chaos, if you type that in and then you go to the slider bars and slide in a different weight,
Prompt wins.
what is it going to react to? What you typed in, or
Type.
what you did
What you type in.
did on the slider bar?
Prompt always wins.
Okay.
Prompt always wins. Except with omni-reference. Am I imagining that? that the OREF will whatever's in the OREF box here wins over whatever I have typed? Is that just
I haven't
me?
noticed that.
Let me see if
No, me
that's
neither.
true. So that
That's
says
extraordinary.
300 and this says 800. Did I imagine that? Oh, I did. Did I mention that I need some coffee? It's been a day, hasn't it?
2 hours ago.
Okay, so it's stuck to 800. So I just made that up.
Yeah.
So yeah, prompt always wins. That's good.
Oh, okay.
Prompt always wins. At redonkulously high omni weight. What are we talking about, Johns? Are you unmuted?
800.
Yeah. I mean, to me, over 500 is getting kind of excessively high in most cases.
Oh yeah. Oh, the OREF is so weird. I don't even know why did we even have this lever? Why do we even have these very high values of? I mean, I'm sure there must be a use case for them, but I just find so many people are actually disappointed by those very, very high values. It doesn't do what you think. Oh my God, you guys, I cannot stop yawning. I'm gonna have to pull this whole thing off of YouTube because I'm the least professional ever.
It was always recommended to match your high omni weight with a high stylize.
That
during,
is in
like,
my
the
FAQ.
Yeah, for sure.
And I didn't remember that until you said it. I wrote the documentation, but it doesn't mean
Yeah.
I remember the documentation. Luckily, I've got Johnny who does. Luckily, we've got Johnny as a community, and Reason, and Wonderful World of Stuff. And I guess Westendorf, I suppose.
On occasion.
Whoa, what happened? Oh, it's not done. It's like, why is it so dark? But it's still trying to figure out what it's going to do here. For some reason, we went from Dick and Jane to Dick and Jane at an Italian villa. And it didn't really finish. And what just happened? Oh God, it's so broken. I deeply regret this. Okay, look. What if I just put some chaos in here? Break that up a little bit. Poodles! OREF half wins. Oh, that's not a poodle. That's a child. 2 dogs high diving. High diving. I don't know what's going on, Sinaida. It's just all hell's broken loose. We've got children and dogs and patty cake and Dick and Jane at an Italian villa. But it's Dick and Jane at an Italian villa, and it looks like the sort of thing that you'd see at a dentist's office. You know, it's got that style. Or at a restaurant, at a Mediterranean restaurant. You know what I'm talking about? There's a mural on the wall of the Mediterranean restaurant that always has the city on the hill look.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is super. You guys are like, I don't know where you live or what you're talking about. Okay, it's a thing. I'm taking the OREF down because, like, even with chaos at 66%, it couldn't change this very much. That OREF is powerful. That there OREF.
Still
So-
only have the one hand coming up.
Yeah, well, the prompt doesn't ask for the patty cake anymore. Oh, look, they sat down.
Oh, high five.
They're exhausted after rows and rows and rows of being asked to do this. Finally, they're like, lady, we gotta,
Lady.
can't do this anymore.
Got any Purell?
I don't know, Sinaida. It's weird, right? And that's why when Johnny said, and maybe with OREF you should increase stylize, which is something that we tested very early on and realized could be true. I started raising stylize, but that seemed to fix it. I mean, the collage thing went away after we raised stylize. They're still lording over their tiny Mediterranean city.
Oh, Johnny, that's great. Good job, Johnny.
Oh, did you animate it?
Yeah.
I thought the video model might
Ah.
have like a little bit better idea of what patty cake looks like, but
That's
it's like,
fantastic.
halfway.
I love that, and I love the video model as a tool for making images. Because it has such a different amount. It has different knowledge, and
Yeah.
you can take a different training set, and so you can take ideas that are only half formed in your still image and get the video model to extrapolate further actions, and then grab the frame, and then you have the still image you were after.
Yes, yes.
I just think, and you know, that's just amazing. It's just amazing all the ways we can throw these tools together to get what we need. I am so looking forward to. Well, let me ask this: is anyone here a fan of, like? Does anyone here buy graphic novels? Read them
Occasionally.
regularly?
Yeah,
Occasionally?
me,
I'm an
no.
occasional, but not enough to know whether there's been like this renaissance of oh, thanks, Alistair. Read yes, buy no. Yeah, I have Comicology. Amazon bought Comicology, right? So I have Comicology, but I don't get to read it as often as I'd like. And I'm waiting for this renaissance of graphic art, of graphic novels, of graphic storytelling that comes with the advent of these tools, because these tools have matured to the point, I think, that we could actually do that.
Mhm.
So if there isn't a renaissance, I think that's sus. Like I'm like, I have this face on. There's my little face there. I'm like, because is it being throttled? Are people is the industry just like, we can't do that, it's too soon? People are still reeling from the idea that I don't know. But why are we talking in hash space? But maybe it's not economical to print anymore. But then I would love to see Comicology, which is virtual, which is non-printed. What is the word I'm looking for? Digital comics. Go bananas. I haven't seen any bananas yet. Has anyone else? I can search for
No.
news. Let's see. Search
Not just it's
for
not even that. I mean, it's
news
starting
on.
to do, films are starting to come out, really bad quality, terrible movies that have been made with full AI now, and they're like, oh my goodness, but it's almost like done badly on purpose, like almost like a B movie version of something. And Netflix have been buying these up as well. Netflix and Amazon, they want these kind of films. So it's same context.
It's just about the eye candy. It's not about the storyline.
Oh, it's absolutely awful. Yeah, some of the AI ones have been releasing there, and they've got like where they weren't able to do the lip sync at the time. The ones they've released with Netflix stuff, they've actually put like the human lips sort of like over the top, dubbing it over. It's like, oh my goodness, it's so bad.
God.
It's so bad. It's good, but it's really bad. Yeah. Netflix will
Okay,
buy anything.
so
What was made by AI and oh, go ahead. Never mind.
no, you do it. You do it. Go.
I was just asking because Wonderful was saying that AI is now like putting out or releasing AI generated content. I haven't noticed that.
Oh, it openly says it is as well. Kind of thing, which was watching. So,
How do you know?
when I
What
first watched it, I
show
came in
or
and told everybody in pro, no, they're not PG. They're not something you put on here, but they're not that bad either. But they're tongue in cheek sort of stuff. Yeah,
On Netflix
Netflix and Amazon, yeah. I'm not sure.
and on Prime, do you have some titles that we could check it out?
Just going to do that now, yeah. This time movies on. I will do some searching and let you know.
He keeps seeing companies pulling McDonald's and Google pulling ads after AI ads after backlashes.
Oh.
The McDonald's one that I saw for sure.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah, there's
Coca-Cola
a
one called
whole.
there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Coca-Cola is like they're still getting, they're
Looks
still
alright.
at it doing
That original
AI.
one. Yeah.
I
Well,
saw
I mean,
that.
they did it last year, but they did this year
Yeah.
too.
Right.
I think it looks okay, the new Coca-Cola one. If it's the same one we're getting, I guess it is.
I saw that Vogue magazine is using AI models now.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do we trust that the clothes look right if they're not on real bodies?
Yeah.
Well, I saw
What do you
a
mean? They're
comedian
models.
saying like, yeah, like even the regular photos you see are completely doctored and
Yeah, but
retouched.
they're
Exactly.
doctored
Yeah.
and retouched, but there's still a skeleton with fabric on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
they
they push and pull their waists and
Yeah, that's
shoulders
true.
and
All right, okay.
their
yeah,
skin.
right.
And their
Even
and their thighs.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, even
And
reality
how
isn't
tall they
real.
are. Even reality isn't real? Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like
Really?
with
We're living in the Matrix.
I mean with all the work that people have on their bodies, right?
Oh, gotcha.
So what is this Coca-Cola holidays are coming? What is it? The truck variations. Oh, I see.
This comedian, Michelle. See if I can find it.
The Coca-Cola truck has lots of different variations because AI is doing the video.
Is that what they're trying? Is that what we're
Yeah,
seeing?
that's what this image that Bert shared is basically saying. These are all the different inconsistencies with the truck
I
in
see.
each like these shots that are shown.
What exciting point is he trying to make here?
That Coca-Cola is just, they suck. Not using actual real artists to produce, they're using now AI. I mean, and look how just it's not like they're not just not doing a good job with AI, I would say, look with the inconsistencies of the trucks. Like
Right.
it's like, jank.
They're not realistic trucks that they're actually using.
Yeah, because these trucks aren't like represented in reality. They don't have these style. I mean, maybe some of them are kind of close, but like I don't think some of these aren't actually based on any real truck that I recognize
Yeah.
or have seen.
If you're into trucks, you'd see
Yeah.
that.
So apparently there is a renaissance, and I just don't know
Oh.
about it. And I have like this huge list of URLs. Let's see. Hold on, embeddings in Discord. I'm just getting it formatted so I can paste them without spamming everyone.
Yeah, that Amazon's thing, the first AI generated thing is House of David. It was. As you're watching it, as you watch the series, as you go along, there's an inconsistency in the styles. It's kind of like, hang on, is this the same series I'm watching? Because it's like the cinematography has changed, and it's because of the inconsistency of styles of the filming style to stay the same. It's called House of David. That's the first one Amazon released as a AI generated imagery and film. Yeah, it's well written, terrible to watch because it's a little confusing. Feels like somebody switched the channel on you sometimes. You'll see if you get to watch it.
Wow.
Clarinet, I just clicked on your link for graphic novels and it said that.
Oops. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Check. Okay, this is what happens when you trust AI to pull together your URLs. Often it makes really good looking URLs that don't actually work out. This is a very cool site though. Wow. Okay. So we have this one, the Graphics Narrative Labs. We have wow. Not this is the one I was trying to give you. Okay, here. Now it's a fixed URL.
Oh, this is the 2025 lineup, the best for the year.
Yeah. And I wonder, I mean, fiction, nonfiction,
Huh.
they don't even talk about AI.
Nonfiction?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's just like graphic novels can be nonfiction.
Yeah, I guess so. Didn't even think about that.
Like Scott McCloud's, those are my favorites. House of David. Oh, great.
Why is your copy so small? I can't read that. Let me click on it. Oh, there. If I click on it, it's bigger.
Very cool. Well, you guys, I need to run. I have a hard stop today, but I wanted to thank you all so much for coming to the prompt troubleshooting jam session. And what a fascinating number of topics we covered.